The sauna, the infrared sauna. Oh my gosh, I love the sauna. Probably most of us at this point know that there's many benefits of the sauna. I'm going to touch on a few of my favorite benefits now. And also, I just really want you to understand how and when to choose this as your tool based on what it does to impact your body. Okay, some of the many benefits of the sauna are decreased aging. Sauna has so many benefits for our skin elasticity, improving circulation, increasing collagen. Who doesn't want all of that? The sauna can detoxify us. And the sauna can impact our immune system. The sauna brings us into our parasympathetics. What does that mean? Very simply, the sauna calms us down. Remember, it's not like any of these tools are actually treating a symptom. These are bioharmonizing us. So they're essentially getting our body back to its natural state, and our bodies can then do what they do best, and that's heal, regenerate, and recover. The sauna does all those things and way more, but ultimately when I reach for the sauna is when I feel like perhaps I'm living in like hypercharged mode and I cannot get to a state of calm on my own. So actually recently in this season of our life that was just a little bit stressful, I thought I was doing it all fine. I thought that I was hiding all the stress that I had inside. But honestly, our daughter at one point, we were going upstairs to grab something and she's like, "Mom, are you going to tell me to hurry like you always do?" And so what that showed me is that on the outside, I was actually projecting onto my family, onto my children, onto my relationships, the speed of everything that was going on in my head. And I think a lot of times we do that and don't realize. We think we're hiding how stressed out we feel, when in reality, everyone around us can feel it. So what I did that night is I got in the sauna, I came home, and I was like, oh my God, I can actually be present with my family now. I can actually like catch my breath and spend many moments not thinking about the future or the past, but actually just being right where I need to be. That is one of my favorite benefits of the sauna. So in this 20-minute, 30-minute session, whatever you find fits best for you, you will get a good sweat on, which again, we know is going to detoxify us. You're going to relax your muscles through the heat, which I am feeling it piping off me right now. I'm like dripping in sweat without even being in there. And like many of these tools, especially, with women in our cycle, there's certain times when they really benefit us. There's certain times when we might have more beneficial impact from them. There's times when we might crave them more than others.
We know that different lengths of time in a sauna cause different physiological effects. We know that if it's like under 30 minutes, 20 minutes, being in a sauna actually has a very relaxing and calming effect. It actually stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system. It can reduce anxiety. We know once we pass the 30-minute effect and start getting closer to 40 minutes to an hour, it actually does increase stress in the body. Now it's not a bad stressor. We're doing it for a purpose, but cortisol goes up, stimulates the sympathetic nervous system. The purposes, the intentions are different. And so we have to think about, where am I at in my cycle? What's my intention with this tool? Is my intention that I'm trying to build my resilience to stress today? Or is my intention that I feel anxious and inflamed and irritated and I need to calm myself down? Because I might choose different tools and different timings and different durations based on what's happening there, versus doing the same thing every day and being like, sometimes this feels good, sometimes this sucks. I don't know. Instead of like, I love what you said earlier about listening to that. It's like that internal compass. I think a lot of us as women, especially if we're driven, we're high achievers, we also have wired ourselves to like move past discomfort, be like, this sucks, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Right. Maybe sometimes we should listen. Right? It's like a really fine line, but maybe sometimes, like, yes, sometimes it's time to push, and other times it's like, this isn't the right way to push. Like there's a different way that I can support myself in achieving my best goals without having detrimental impacts on my physiology. And ultimately that's what leads to health issues and burnout and all that kind of stuff in the long run.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think with all these tools, it's like we're coming at them the American way. What we always do. It's like, if some is good, more is better, and that's not the case. There's also times in the day where sauna fits best. So a lot of times people want to know, when do I sauna? So if you have the choice, you actually would do best with using a sauna at night, and here's why. Any technology that we do that is going to influence our body temperature, so sauna obviously is going to make us run hot. What's going to happen when we get out is what's called a hormetic effect. Our body's going to naturally swing the other way. Our body's going to push ourselves into a colder temperature as like a swing back. And we want cold when we go to sleep.
What is really nice is that all the things that are really trending in the world of wellness, when we talk about cold plunging and saunas, they start to have very clear timelines by which they might be optimally utilized. Temperature timing, for instance, thermal regulation, and one of those things that can start to go awry, especially for women at different points, right? Throughout the perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause. So the thermal regulation aspect can start to not be as count onable as it maybe used to be, or we might have to navigate it newly. So how do we set up as many aspects of our environment and behaviors to pull for optimal thermal regulation? So some things that we can do involve how can we support the natural kind of uptick in body temperature by day and then market drop by night. It's one of the things we see as we age, that we tend to see more of a flattening of that curve for many individuals. So we want to see how can we help bolster this a bit for sauna use, where despite it warming us up quite markedly, it appears to then drop our body temperature cooler than it would have been without that intervention. So the general wisdom from a circadian perspective can be, if you're going to utilize these practices, which can be amazing for sleep and for circadian health, then can we put our cold exposure largely by day? Because then after that, you're having that warming effect. And that's what we're trying to cultivate, is that warm body temperature by day. And then in the evening, bringing about our heat therapy, because then that can actually result in more of that cooling effect that we're trying to protect.
So ideally, your sauna is stacked in the later end of your day. That being said, some sauna is better than no sauna. And so if I simply have the choice to get it in, but I can only get it in the morning, I will still choose to do sauna because I know overall it's going to help me relax. Although sauna does bring your body down, get you regulated, get you out of that loop and spin, it's not something that you're going to do and then not have the energy to carry on for the day. So a lot of people will actually, if you use sauna during the daytime, they'll find this relaxation effect. And then after, they're fine to supercharge through the day. Something that's really good to do if you're going to sauna during the day is hop on a cold shower or at least a lukewarm shower to kind of re-energize to get through your day. If you like that, you'll enjoy the full version, and you can get that simply by clicking here. Be sure to also subscribe so you don't miss any future content.